Hello friends, welcome you all for another exciting opportunity. It's like for every PhD or every research studies, the the finding of research problem or the project is very important, and even the contacting professors, it's very crucial one. But when you find a chance, something where you already have the projects somewhere in similar to the project-based PhDs you might see in the Europe countries. So this is similar to that one. It's very interesting, and even the way of approaching to faculty also there is a predefined portal, the application portal. So it is very interesting compared to other opportunities. So you might seen already we have recently shared about this Switzerland EPFL scholarship where you can apply throughout year, and also you can see that OIS to Japan also we have shared, that is also like throughout year you can approach and you can prepare for your application and all. So this is something similar that you can prepare for applying. So let's go in detail. So you can see in the map, which is a Japan map. So this institute also it is in the southern part near the Hiroshima and Osaka, next to Osaka near Hiroshima. So the other one we have seen, that is OOST, that is Okinawa Island, that is far beyond this Hiroshima and Fukuoka. So this is the Kochi. So Kochi Kochi University of Technology. So they call it KUT. So the KUT, which is located in southernmost southern area, you can say the southern area of Japan map, and it is a fully funded PhD opportunity based on the predefined projects and also the supervisors. So this institute, before going further, let's see the ranking and the Times Higher Education. So 2020, which is placed in 72 rank in Japanese universities and 1,000 plus in the worldwide rankings in 2021 and 2020. You can see the rankings here. So it's not that see, we can't see sometimes the ranking because some of the young growing and the fast growing these young institutions will have the issue of getting ranks and this some things, right? So it's just for reference. So the research feedback is very good about this particular university. Let's get into detail. So this is homepage of this university. So you can open in the Google, or we are sharing the link directly. So you can use our link to go directly to the scholarship webpage, or else you can use this one, Google search. So this is established in 1997. As I mentioned, this is one of the fast growing young institute. So we can't directly comment on the ranking or the reputation in the short time, but the research wise, we can consider it is in a good phase. So this is located in Kami city in Kochi, which is in Japan, in southern side of Japan. So you can see this brief. So let's move on further. So when you go to the university website, click on the admission. So you'll pop up with this window, that is admission details and CSC, KUT scholarship and other postgraduate programs and non-degree programs. So there is a short-term exchange programs and internship programs, summer school. But this time I seen it's not open because maybe the COVID pandemic issue. But the other things, so now we are focusing on this one. SSP, the first column, the admission, which is highlighted here. And the CSE is China School Council, something I couldn't recall. It's about Chinese and Japanese programs. So Chinese, they have this scholarship across many universities in the globe. So they have separate schemes and details. So they'll get the funding from the Chinese and some from Japan. So we don't know full details. So I'm not highlighting about this scholarship, these specific details. I'm highlighting for others, like for all this special scholarship program, doctoral program. So this is the outline. You can see here, we're going in detail. So the field of research projects, you can see environmental systems engineering. So there are different campus, this Kami campus and Eco Kuji campus. So two campuses are, you can see. Based on the campus and different systems are the laboratories are distributed. You can see that the environmental and systems engineering, intelligent mechanical systems and engineering, electronic and photonic systems and engineering, information systems engineering, infrastructure systems engineering, economics and management. So the names actually, when I discuss with the other fellow members or even professors, then they mentioned like the names are it changes for each country. So some countries they call different names for the same divisions, and some countries they call in different names. So you don't rely on this directly relevant to your specific bachelor's or master's degree. Why I'm saying this, because some students are asking like they're confused by seeing the titles itself. But please go in detail and see the projects and the research, not the division names or the research fields. It may be very broad. We can't comment on. So that's a suggestion or comment. So let's move on. So going further, this special scholarship program, let's see the details. So it is a 3 years program, Department of Engineering, Graduate School of Engineering. So the program description, it's a projects based, completely English medium in the instructions, and it is established in 2003. I mean, this program is established from 2003. Since 2003, these scholars are being admitted and getting graduated every year. So you can see that there are about 15 students, they'll enroll every year for different projects, and once the projects are getting over, the scholarship is completed 3 years, so they will be graduated, and again another set will be joined likewise. So each time they'll allow to get enroll 15 students, and the entry is in April and October. So these numbers, please don't get confused. So it's like there are a lot of factors. That time when you consider all the factors, it will come in like a small number. Many times there may be not relevant research or relevant students from the particular country or area. So don't consider this one. Try for applying. Then you can see that the details once they consider. I mean, we don't know how many applicants are applying, and we don't know how competitive it is every year. So you can see this origin of SSP international students admitted in the past. So Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Cambodia, China, Colombia, Czech Republic, Egypt, Germany, Ghana, India, Indonesia, Iran, Jordan, Latvia, Mongolia, Myanmar, Nepal, Nigeria, I think it's a spelling mistake, Nigeria, Pakistan, Poland, Russia, Senegal, Spain, Sri Lanka, Switzerland, Thailand, United States, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, etc. So you can see that all that. Even I have seen the the universities which are having an MOU with this particular engineering school. I mean the graduate school. It's all top institutes across many countries. So you can consider this having a very high objectives and rapport. So they are going very nicely in these years. So we can consider, and this I have added these names of countries to highlight that you can apply. It's not about location based. That's why I just highlighted the past history, what is there in the website. There's all the information is there in the website. You can go with the details. So further, let's move in details about the application or the procedures. So the requirements and eligibility for the admission, you can see that the applications are required to meet all the following conditions. So to have the permission from leaders, applicants prepared SSP through. So this first one is that filling the application form, which is similar to contacting professor. So that application form will have so many columns that I'll be sharing a window briefly, and that through that the prepared SSP project, and I mean the project supervisor will be giving approval. I mean we'll get a positive response, then we will be applying completely. I mean we need to send the documents for the proper application. To hold a degree from this is bachelor's or master's, it's normal, you can see, and the age and excellent academic record, bachelor's and master's, and to have intention or equivalent knowledge and research skill. This is obviously we have to have this is common skills. So high English proficiency. So they didn't specifically mention about TOEFL or IELTS, but if you have from your university, they may consider, but I couldn't get the full details about this particular thing. You can check out, or you can send a mail to them. They may respond to you. There is no nothing in that. The exemption and the benefits of the successful candidates will be applicable as follows: the exemption of the entrance examination fee and the enrollment fee and the tuition fees, and also the support living expenses about 150,000 yen. It is almost close to MEXT scholarship, which is 144 or 145 yen per month. So it is very high, and I mean very adequate and high, you can say, compared to other scholarship in the Japan. The next is almost kind of the best one, which is closely to the same number. So this is also coming from the government only, but they call it special scholarship. Maybe because of the universities handling, maybe the decision and all is handling by university. So that's from my observation. And then yeah, this 150,000 in 150,000 yen is provided for travel and initial cost given only to the international applicants who are living outside Japan. So it seems like there is another relocation charge will be given, I think, for initial settlement and all, initial days. So let's move on further. So this is a brief schedule or the application complete information in one frame. You can see that online application starts in the end of the by the end of the January we have to submit, and the end of the January for the other term, and formal application by mid of the March and mid of the September. This is like we have to get a pre-approval from the supervisor, so that for that also there is a university defined portal is there. So we have to get through that on this one. And you can see the screening will take place in this particular months, April, May, and October, November. Interviews and written tests are scheduled individually after the required consultation if necessary. So that is depends. The profile is so well known, and the institute is well known. They may not ask for the review or this thing. So it is depends on many reasons. And the notification of admission and the decision, it is similar to the next details, the June and December. And then only applicants who are obtained the permission of project leader can submit the formal application. That is already mentioned in the previous slide. Each applicant must send pre-application sent to the leader, or you can see this 6 weeks prior to the formal application deadline. That is okay. That is a normal. It's already there in the deadline. Only pre-application request should be sent. Okay. Exam subject. So the exam subject, documentary exam, interview on site or online if necessary. Written exam, English specialization if any necessary. Location of on-site interview and written exam. Applications reside outside Japan, in home country in principle. Applicants residing in Japan, and okay, so it is there is not much confusion. So application procedure. The first step starts with find the research project which suits you to join, and also the confirmed availability. So the availability is also shown. I'll show how it looks like the portal. We have just briefed in one slide. So then this send complete online application request to the leader of your preferred subject via online pre-application form. That is kind of application only. We have to fill it so that they'll get the approval. I mean, you will get the approval through the portal itself. And list so there is this application link. It will be shared in the description. You can copy that one. And also this is a project list. It's already there. So you need to see the project list so that you can select your relevant research as a project. I'll be briefing all the projects list. I mean the titles alone. Other details also I'll be briefing. Let's move on. So this is the online pre-application request form looks like. So there are many questions, and this is like this thing, and there are some more like research plan in brief, prepared SSP project. The project is there, but it's 2,500 character limit, means it is very short. It's not that, it's a characters, so it's not words. So you can consider how much it will come, and this is description for masters. So this you need to fill these details, and there are many questions you can explore in the application link. So I just try to show this window how it looks like. So these are the research areas I have just shared in the beginning. Also, I'm sharing one more time because now we are going in detail, like what are the projects under which each stream available for this coming year, and is it available or not? You can check in the website. I tried to list out everything. Only one or two are not available, but I have listed almost all the projects which are shown in the website. So you can see that these are all the streams I have just read out. Again, I am not going to read. So these are the details you can find in the research projects link list if you open online. The research field you can see, and the project leader, you can see the professor name, and the postdoctoral students, if it is there, it will be the given link. Some scholars, I mean, it is started in 2003. So every year 15 students. So now it is 17 years almost. So 17 into 15, about this much, this many numbers you can see. That link is there in the website. And this project description, the titles are given along with the titles. Full details is given in the PDFs. That also I'll be giving a one example here, so you can refer it and you can open further. And the required skills. This is your background they are expecting and the knowledge. So sometimes you may be in different stream, but still you will have an interdisciplinary background. So that time also you can approach. And this is SSP project and CEC KUT project. So it is like whether it is available or already filled. So that is what they are referring here. So each time each professor will accept only one person. So they'll have that constraint. So and it's not that this time everything is filling. So it's like some professors may their students may graduate in another semester, different odd semester or even semester. That's why you are advised to fill up every semester. Like you can check out if you don't get now, next semester you can get check for the same professor. Maybe the other student is completed the research, you'll be getting a chance like that. So these project descriptions, you can see these are the projects in this division, environmental systems engineering in Kami campus. So there are various projects on different topics actually. Some of them are actually relevant to my research also. I'm glad to see the topics here. Micro nano manufacturing, I'm into this field, and even nanoparticles. So many things are there. You can see whatever is relevant to your research. This is environmental systems engineering, but I'm from mechanical engineering. Still, I'm finding relevance. Even metallurgy people can find relevance here. Like that, there are many other divisions. They already given some of them as example in the description. You can see that website. So these are all titles actually, tentative research titles. So these are this serial numbers is about 60 projects are there. So you can see 60 means 50 every time they'll take, means it is like you can just see again. See, this is intelligent mechanical systems engineering, development of liquid crystalline microactuators. There are various topics. You go through one by one as per your interest. Pause here and go one by one here. I'm not going to read all the titles. I try to share it because it will be easier for you people to have a look before going into the website. So further moving on, this is about electronic and photonic systems engineering. Here also you can see that there are various topics and different projects. It's not relevant to a particular stream of the heading. So every country will have different names of these departments names. So you should not get confused. You should consider for checking and applying. So moving on. This project description, this is like more projects in this division, information systems engineering. So there are various projects up to 57. You can see here 37 to 57. It's about 20. So some more will let's go. And this is infrastructure systems and engineering and economics and management. So I think there are some people who are asking for management and humanities. I think this is something relevant for them. And technical projects also it is there. I think this is a project based. So they want all the backgrounds, so they can consider checking these details. So up to 70, I'm saying here. So let's say they are taking 15 students every year or every semester. Let's see the first slide. It is there in the website. So every year we have seen every enrolls approximately 15 doctoral students. So it is like every semester probably. You can refer in the website. I couldn't recall fully. So 15 students, and this is 70. No? So it's like every alternative semester there may be crowd. I mean the students will shuffle, right? The old students will complete and the new students will join. So you can consider applying every time, and the projects will be updated frequently. This is the recent update. In November it is updated actually very recently. So see, this is the titles I said. Now there is another template. Like if you click beside the title, there will be a full description. I said. Now this is the PDF. So if you click that one, you can find like full details where you can find project leader, the professor. You're not getting email ID here, but it is in the bottom. But they didn't mention to contact directly the professor. They mentioned to contact through the portal. So it's advisable for you to contact through the portal, and you need to write the proposal and based on this problem, right? So it is very good that they give an objective and project outline and references some of them, and also the web link. So it is very good that it will be helpful for you writing your proposal, because you can use this as a reference and you can add your background. so that it will looks like a mini proposal that they wanted to upload in the portal. So it is really good actually. It is reducing most of your burden. I mean, the major burden for research scholars is been reduced in this one, you can say. So thank you, friends. Please follow and support, and we'll try to share like these opportunities. Unlike the regular, I mean, if I could reach this community tab headlines, I could share all the details here itself. Like now, I couldn't see post in community tab as it requires the number of subscriptions need to be more. So kindly help and support us. We are our fellow scholars. We are not as a recency or some university background. So please don't think that we are doing for some what we call. Some people are asking, please help and support. We will happily help you with the information, and we will help with the comments or the approach we have already shared about writing research proposals and interview guidelines and all. So that things we can help, but from the recommendation side, we are not in a position to do that. So all the best. Wish you good luck.